Welcome to the MacBook series, and we're still on the system settings. So I'm going to click on my system settings right now. Now, if I click on my settings, there are some things I want to talk about right here. I think I can just click here to choose how you want it to be. Is it going to be here? Is it going to be here? You want it here? You want it here? You want it to feel? And if it's going to feel, it's going to be obviously here. So this is another way to understand how to. We have it in two sections: move and resize. So you can resize to the left. If I do it here, it goes here. If I resize to resize and move to the right, it goes here. And if I want to resize to somewhere here, it finds its way here, right? And if I just want to fill the screen, it's going to probably put it in the center. Okay, so this is very important. The next thing I want to talk about is a notification. Now, it's very important for when you're working with your MacBook to know what kind of notifications you need to allow and what kind of notifications you need to reject. So here I have my show preview never. As a new MacBook user, it's always advisable not to show your preview, right? Because it can show you if it's coming from WhatsApp, it's coming from this, and then you could always go to check what it is, right? Because again, eavesdropping and you want privacy. So never. And when displaying, show notifications when display is sleeping, yes. And when screen is locked, yes. You can do that. Now, these are certain applications that you can now manually choose the notifications you want. For my App Store, I said no. CapCut, I said no. Discord, yes, you can notify me. My Find My, very time sensitive. And then Game Center, time sensitive, right? And messages is critical, right? So you can actually click on them and then you can now choose how you want these notifications to be. Are you going to allow it? Are you going to reject it? It's all up to you. It's up to you, right? The Microsoft team, because I used to have my meetings, I think, yeah, you can notify me. There could be a badge application icon for it. The show preview is the default that I've set originally here, so it's going to the default there. And then my Microsoft Outlook is very important, time sensitive, right? Because I want it to give me my notifications and then notify me of important meetings and things I need to do. The to-do list also as well is you need to allow it. I mean, if you're a business person, even a student, right? To know what you're doing. If you're a teacher, I mean, Microsoft To Do is something you need to have. And if you don't want that, you can actually go for reminders as well. These are apps that I'm also recommending you to have. Reminders come automatically with the MacBook, so you don't have to install it. Microsoft To Do, you need to install it. But if you have the Microsoft Outlook, I'll probably do a separate video for the Microsoft Outlook. It's all integrated to it. So these are various notifications you need to have as much as possible. Then the next one is the lock screen. Okay, the lock screen is something I want to talk about. Now, in the lock screen, you choose where it goes off. Is it in 10 minutes? Is it in 5 minutes? For example, when it's on display, when it displays off on battery, when inactive, 10 minutes. Now, when it is on power adapter, that's when it's idle. What time does it go off? So again, for your screensaver, it begins after what? So when it begins, when it goes into screensaver mode, do you want a password or not? You can actually set it right here. It's very important. You could actually set it right here. The next I want to talk about is screensavers. So you can just search for screensavers here. Screensavers. You can search for it here. And now you see it right here on wallpaper, right? So if I close this, and you scroll down, you see wallpaper. That's where you see your screensaver if you're wondering. So here you see your screensaver here. Now it's important for you to know how you need to do this. I think I can. It's important for you to know how you can do this, right? So this is the wallpaper I have right here on. You can see right here. If I change it, it's obviously going to change to this. If I change it, it's actually going to change to this. Okay, so okay, so I prefer this one here. Let me see. Okay, so you can see that it's actually animating. This as well is that. So I prefer this to here. Now you have here as the clock appearance. you have screensaver. So if I come here to the clock appearance, it shows you how the clock is going to be, what's the weight of the clock on lock screen, and what you want to do. And I will come here to screensavers. Now in screensavers, you show the preview of what the kind of screensavers you want to use. I'm using the Tahoe Day, so you can choose what screensavers, and you can click on, okay, start screensaver after 5 minutes or start it after 10 minutes. So it's your choice on how to work on it. Whatever you want to do is for you, right? Okay, so I can click on done. Then let's talk about battery. Okay, battery is important because I always recommend people who are working all the time to, okay, use a low power mode. It helps to save your battery aging over time, right? Instead of just leaving it on full display. And so I always leave this always on battery, right? And so that when I'm not charging, it's on the battery. So it's something you want to do. I highly recommend for you to do, right? And then you can, this is very important. Let me click on done. Here to your charging, you have what we call the charge limit. You can choose how you want the Mac to charge. If it's going to charge to 100% or 95% to 90%, and you can do that. You can also optimize your battery charging. Why? The reason why you need to optimize it is because it reduces the battery aging, so your Mac learns from the daily charging routines, so it can wait to finish past the 80. Okay. And finally, I want to talk about the screen time. Now, the screen time is an essential tool for students, right? For workers who don't want to be distracted, time you need to allow, time you need to don't allow. Is the screen time is really essential for the your phablet or your smartphone, and then you can sync it across various devices, right? Here, for example, I've not turned content privacy. I can just turn it on since I'm doing this with you. I've done that on my phone, and then you can have access to web content, unrestricted access. No, limit adult website, because you don't want, especially if you're a student or if you're a parent watching this, you want to actually limit this thing so that your children don't, or your child, or the people you're parenting don't come across it. Even you as an adult, you want to focus on your work. So it's actually very important that you do that. And then you can leave, this is for game centers, this is fine, you can leave it the way it is. And then you can come here to Siri, okay, this is fine. Come here to app and features. Okay, so it all depends on you how you want to navigate around this. So take a look at it, know what you want to do, but it's fine by me. Preference restriction, allow passcode changes, no. Allow account changes, no. This is very important, so you keep your information very sensitive, and people don't just get to manipulate it the way they want. So you can do this, and you click on done, and when you go back, you can now come here to share across devices, and then use a passcode to secure your lock, your screen time settings. So you could use a lock screen. It's going to ask you for, if you click on check this, it's going to ask you for a passcode, and then you can put it in, and then that will be done for you. So these are various ways you can do that. The next one is the touch ID and password, and you could add, for me I'm using the touch ID, so you could add one finger and then the next finger as much as possible. You could actually do that, and yeah, and you could if you want to change your password, you could actually do that as well. Okay, so this is where we're going to stop. Thank you very much. Bye for now.